So on our small bathroom, we always check for flatness. Level is not as critical as flat. What we can see is, especially around this drain, you can see how much the level is off the ground there, and put it back in that corner again. And even way over there, I mean, it's like a 1/4 inch. Let me zoom in here. You can see, I mean, that's a lot of space there. Thinset mortar is not a leveling agent. We don't want to use thinset to level a floor. That's bad. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of mark the floor out. We're just going to prime this entire floor. So I'll take a video of us priming the floor. And then this afternoon we're going to install or lay out some self-leveler. And so we'll do a video on us putting the self-leveler out then as well. We'll have the bathtub in by that time. So stay tuned. So to prime, we just pour it right out of the primer bottle there. Use our fancy high-tech roller and just kind of work the primer solution into the substrate really well. And then we're doing this just before lunch. So given that it's before lunch, by the time we get back from lunch, it's going to be all set up and we won't be walking in wet primer. And then once we get the bathtub in place, we'll be able to just run our bag of self-leveler out yet this afternoon. So even with this small roller that we have here, this space is only about 35-36 square feet. So it's probably going to take us 7 or 8 minutes at most here to get this primed. If you don't do this step, then your self-leveler is likely to not stick, and then you're just wasting your time if you've got to level something. So priming is extremely important. So our little bathroom is completely primed and ready for us to self-level once it dries. The next video we'll do will be installing our bathtub. We've got the drain moved. We'll be ready to move the faucet here. And then once the tub is in, we'll do another short video on putting some self-leveler down. So it's coming along. Priming, you know my opinion on, hold on a second, on proper water for thinset mortar. The exact same thing is true for self-leveling, even more so. So on self-leveling, we want to be exact on our water, and we want to add the mix while we're spinning. So it is pretty much always a two-man job. Anyway, I won't do a whole video on it. We will mix for at least 2 minutes to 3 minutes is what the manufacturer says. And you'll see here in a little bit when we go to pouring it out why we call this self-leveling. Don't want to kick it up to high speed. So self-leveler, we want to mix at high speed for 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure we get all the stuff down in, all the powder down mixed in. So we're back in our bathroom. He's almost done mixing. He'll be in here in just a minute. I wanted to kind of show a little bit. You can see our latex caulk that we spread around the base of the perimeter of the walls and across the tub. Again, this self-leveling underlayment does exactly what it says. It does self-level. So if there's any gaps or anything like that for it to run into, it's going to find the gap. So we always kind of just take a little bit of cheap latex caulk, put it down in there. It acts as a really good dam. It won't hurt anything, and then that'll keep the leveler from running out under the wall plates into adjacent rooms. The left side of the tub is where it's going to be the deepest. We saw in the video earlier that it goes about 1/4 inch up there. So that's what we're going to do, is kind of just pour the leveling heaviest along that back wall, and then let it kind of do its thing from there. And so and then we'll kind of get most of it out here, and then we'll start working it with we have a mag float that we're going to kind of spread with it a little bit. And help push it back where it needs to be. It doesn't take much. We just want to maintain breaking the surface tension so it doesn't pool up on itself. And then when we get it pushed back into these corners, it will keep our tile from having, or the mortar under our tile from having to be real thick and causing us issues there with shrinkage on the mortar. So this is a 50-pound bag. It's pretty much almost real time. The whole thing, I mean, it's not super labor intense. It is very it's pretty efficient when we go laying it out. We can do several bags like this in an hour. We've done as many as about 30 bags in a couple of hours. And so it is a lot of work. But main thing is just to kind of let it do its thing, and then you'll see when he puts the float in it, it'll kind of ridge up, but then you see the ridges work themselves right back out. And so that's pretty well it. We'll check it tomorrow with the straight edge. Make sure everything is nice and flat and well within tolerances. This floor gets a 6 by 36 wood look tile. So, and the wood look tile is going to run parallel there with the tub. So it's very important that the substrate be nice and flat so the tile has plenty to bond to. So anyway, that's just a quick how we do leveler. And if you're doing leveler, make sure again to mix it with the proper amount of water. Mix it for the full time that's on the bags, and then work it in just like this, and you'll do fine. Thanks for watching.